Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is having a very good day, evening, morning, night, whatever time it is that you clicked on this video. In today's video, I have a long awaited video. I have been collecting my empty products for a long time now. I do have one or two other empties videos on my other channel, which I might re-upload them on here. I'm not really sure yet, but I can definitely link them for you down below if you want to see them. Yeah, I just really wanted to get this stuff out of my room, and now that I've made a separate channel for my one-on-one POV type content, I figured I could totally get this filmed and recycle all of this stuff now. So if you don't know me, my name is Stephanie. I make real person ASMR content over on my other channel, Stephanie Artistry ASMR, but I did want to create a separate channel for more of my one-on-one POV type content that just doesn't really do that well on my other channel. So I figured if I made a channel dedicated to it, it would be better for me. And the only way I'm going to know is if I try and do it. So here we are. I'm really big into beauty and makeup. I have a license in aesthetics and I work in the beauty field. I do makeup. I am a makeup artist. I have a degree in film and video, so I've definitely learned a lot throughout the years. And yeah, I got this house that I moved into with my brother in June, and I have a little room where I can film in now, and so that's where we're at. It's my little setup that we have here. And yeah, I'm not really gonna do too much more yapping. I'm just gonna get started. But if you want to, please make sure to like the video and subscribe, hit the notification bell, let you know when I upload. And then if you aren't familiar with me over on my other channel, go check that one out too. I'll link it below so you guys can get easy access to that. But yeah, without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and get started. And then I have a plastic bag that I'm gonna start putting them into when I'm finished, so I don't have a mess all over here. But yeah, you know, I thought I had a lot more than what appears to be here now, but there still is a lot. Anyway, my first product is this Medicube exfoliating pads. These are the Zero Pore Pad 2.0. These are AHA and BHA, just want to make sure. Pads, so what these do is they help sweep away dead skin, and because it's an AHA, BHA, it's exfoliating, so it's going to help for a quicker cell turnover and smoothing out your skin. And then they do make these in a, I wonder if I have them right here. Yeah, I do. They make these in a mild formula as well, so if you have more sensitive skin, then you can check these ones out. But I am not too sensitive on my face, so I just have, well, I use the regular ones. And I just finished those up, and what's nice about these is they have a little tweezer in there for you so that you can easily pick out your pads and you're not contaminating by putting your fingers inside each time. It's kind of one downfall about some skincare products. That's probably why I've had issues with my breakouts sometimes in the past as well, but you know, you're kind of tired at night, I feel like, when you're taking your makeup off and stuff. Anyways, my Medicube. Also, I'll link everything that I can find. If I can find it, I'll link it. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my bag here. Okay. The next thing I have is this Bath and Body Works Gentle and Clean Foaming Hand Soap. So this was part of their Halloween collection. Candy Apple Cauldron. I love the smell of apples. Like, they just smell so good. So let's see if I can get a sniff. Yeah. It's definitely like a sweet apple. But I'm kind of into the foaming hand wash as well. So I just finished this one up. I have a bunch of these. I bought like a bunch of them at one time. Probably during some sort of sale that they had. They probably most definitely used a gift card. You know, Bath and Body Works always got something going on. They got like rewards and stuff, or like you get like a free product or whatever. So that was this soap here. I still like. See, my problem is with like stuff like this, is like the season's gonna come and go before I finish this, and I have like 3 or 4 like Halloween-y scented soaps, and like I'm still using them. Like the one I have right now is called Girlfriend, I think. And then I'm using one downstairs in the kitchen. It's like Witch's Brew or something like that. I don't know. You know, we're in January now. You used it all Christmas long. Hand soap, hand soap. Got a lot out there. I can really smell it now. I guess there's a little bit left. Okay, but that was the hand wash. Next I have these Clinique Take the Day Off makeup wipes. I do really like these wipes. Not the biggest fan of makeup wipes in general. I don't think they do a good job at removing your makeup by any means. But I do think they have their purpose. And there are a few left in here, but unfortunately they just dried out. So they're not really useful anymore. I've kind of had this one for a while. I have 2 other packs of these. So these are really good and they're really popular. Like every time, like I would sell these a lot at my job. They're my cellar cleansing towels for eyes and face. And they don't burn your eyes. Like, I feel like a lot of makeup wipes just really irritate my eyes. These do not do that to me. So that's why I like them. And those are my makeup wipes. Let's see, what do I have next? I have 2 of these, so we can talk about these. This is Clinique's Moisture Surge. I've used so many jars of these at this point. This is a 100-hour hydrator. What this does is it's made with hyaluronic acid as well as aloe bioferment. So the aloe is what keeps the hyaluronic acid replenishing your skin for that 100 hours. I'm just going to put one down so I can kind of focus on one of them. And Moisture Surge is good for many reasons. Obviously, your face, you can put it on your cuticles, you can put it through your hair. You can use it as like a refresher throughout the day for your makeup. I really like it after sun exposure, you know, because it has that aloe in it. So if I have a little burntness on my skin, I really like this for that. But lately, I've just been using this as my nighttime moisturizer. Just because I've had a couple of them and wanted to use them up before they get too old. And then because it's a gel moisturizer, it's actually really great for oily skin. And then if you are dry and you feel like this isn't really doing enough, you can always try the intense version. The intense version is a little bit thicker of a cream, and that's different because it's 72 hours of hydration versus the 100. Not sure really why that is. I guess it just has to do with the finish. Like, I guess the adding more of the thickness to it kind of takes away some of the auto replenishing part of it. But yeah, that's Moisture Surge. Clinique's probably one of their hero products, definitely. They sell so many of these. I have one right now in my bathroom that I'm using as well. And then since we're on the topic of Moisture Surge, this is the one that I use during the day. This has SPF 28. So this also has the aloe bioferment plus pro vitamin D. So it gives you your daily sun protection as well as your hydration. I really like this one because it's more, definitely like more of a cream. Like, it's not like the Moisture Surge where it's gel. It's definitely a cream. I mean, it's got your sunscreen in it, and I think it kind of smells like sunscreen, but I personally like the smell of sunscreen. Some people don't, but I do. So it doesn't bother me. And the jar is glass too, so you can recycle it. But I really like this. They came out with this one maybe 2 years ago almost. So this is what I use in the morning when I am putting on my skincare, my current use of product. I've gone through a lot of these as well. Also, in the Moisture Surge line, I have the Active Glow Serum. I've been through a couple of these as well. This is a newer product. They definitely came out with this, I think, in 2025. But this is a 3-in-1 serum. So it's got your little dropper applicator here. And this helps exfoliate, brighten, and hydrate. So that's where that 3-in-1 comes in. It's made with hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and a lactic acid. So the lactic acid is your AHA in there. That's what's going to help with the exfoliation without doing any sort of like manual exfoliating. This is more of a chemical exfoliation. You know, it's cute packaging too. I kind of love the packaging. But I love this. I've been using this since it's launched too. I think I've been through like at least 2 or 3 of these. Active Glow Serum. It really does make your face look nice and glowy. Like, if you just did like all the Moisture Surge line, like your face would just be like so hydrated and glowy and plump. And then I have one more Moisture Surge type item I can show you. This is the Moisture Surge Lip. So this is going to help hydrate your skin. It's also great for makeup prep. If you put this on before, you start your makeup, and then by the time you get to lipstick, your lips will be nice and plump. It'll plump your lips a little bit, but it's not gonna like tingle like plumping glosses do. It also helps with discoloration. If you're a smoker at all and you feel like your lips are getting kind of black or discolored, this will help brighten them. I don't know why. I don't know if that's not necessarily a claim of theirs, but I've just, a lot of people have said it, so I know it works. The only thing I don't like about this is the packaging is a little hard. Like, there's definitely still a bunch right here, but I can't get it out. I might just cut it, honestly, and try to use it up. But, I mean, I do like the applicator itself. It's like a little, like, lippy thing. I just wish it was easier to squeeze the rest of this out. It's just, I'm going to leave that one to the side so I get the rest. Maybe I'll just put it in a jar. Okay, this is just a little deluxe sample. This is the Revitalizing Hydrating Serum from La Mer. I have a couple little La Mer products, but they're all like deluxe samples like this. La Mer is very expensive brand, very high end. They have what they call a miracle broth. It's the miracle broth of the sea. That's what their whole idea is. So, I've used a couple of their products. Started using this. They have the more of the anti-aging one that I have, still a little bit of that one. And then I have a bunch of their moisturizers. I have an eye balm, but they're all deluxe samples, like I said. And I also have like a tool for your eyes. I have to find it. I lost it, but it's somewhere. I have it somewhere. And this was okay. I mean, it's a very small, really small version of it, so I didn't really know if it really did too much for my skin. I just do so much, It's just a hydrating serum, so you would put this on before your moisturizer. Next, I have this mascara. This is from Squirrel Lash. It's called Squirrel Lush. Is what they call their volumizing mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras. I've been using this for a couple of years now. They also make, wow, there's actually stuff in here still. I thought this was empty. I might have to put it back in my drawer. I don't know, maybe it just wasn't giving me enough when I put it on, but I love this mascara. So this is a tubing mascara, which means that it forms little structures around your lash, and then to remove it, you just need warm water. So I do think it's hard to get off. Like, I will spend definitely a couple minutes removing it at night when I put it on, but it's worth it because it keeps my lashes up all day. It keeps them nice and volumized all day. Like, I love this mascara, and you can usually get them in a bundle with the serum, and they make eyebrow serum. So Squirrel Lash, if you ever want to sponsor me, I'm your girl. Okay, so I have another Clinique product here. This is the Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. They make this in a lotion, a gel, and a jelly, and then they even make it with SPF now. But what this is going to do is this is going to help repair your skin barrier. This will help whatever products you put on top, like your serums, your moisturizers. It'll help those products penetrate deeper into your skin, because this is like almost like your pH balancer, which is what like a toner would do for you. But since Clinique skincare is different, this is the part that does that for you. So it helps soften, smooth, and improve the texture and condition of your skin, and it helps strengthen it. I have a couple more of these in my drawer. I just haven't opened one yet because I'm using something else kind of in place of this right now. But I do think that this makes a big difference in your skincare routine as well. But again, it's just hard to get all of it out sometimes. I feel like it's hard to find the perfect product dispenser really for things like this. I mean, the jars are good because you can really get it all out, but at the same time, the jars cause cross-contamination, you know what I mean? So it's like, gotta choose your battles, I guess. Another makeup product from Clinique. This is the Even Better makeup. I have been through several bottles of these. This is like a great everyday foundation. I'm actually wearing it right now, and this is in the shade Cream Whip. But this is going to help even out your skin tone. It looks like your skin, but better. This is like for the person who doesn't want to look like they're wearing too much makeup, but they still want to help like brighten and even out their tone. This is going to help you with that. Like, this is the makeup that I put on ladies, and they're like, whoa, yeah. your skin but better. So if you're looking for a foundation to try, you can try this one. I really like this one. And then I have a Clinique Do Over Peel. What this does is it helps exfoliate your skin as well. But you only want to use this about 2 to 3 times a week. It's not something that you want to use every day. But, you know, it also has that dropper applicator like we saw in the serum. Because you don't, guys, when a product has an applicator like this, don't touch it to your skin. You're not supposed to touch it to your skin because now what's on your skin is going into the formula and you're ruining the formula. So whenever you see girls on TikTok, like, please don't do that. Just drop it into your hand and do it that way, okay? It's not about the aesthetic all the time. You want to actually make sure you're taking care of your skin. You put this on a cotton pad and you would just sweep it across your skin and it'll help do a little bit more of a deeper exfoliation for you, and as opposed to like an everyday simple sweep with, let's say, your clarifying lotion. So since we're talking about it, this is clarifying lotion. And I have 2 bottles of these. I just dumped them into my big one. I have a big one. I'm actually almost out of clarifying lotion. I have no more, which is crazy. I can't even tell you how many bottles of clarifying lotion that I've gone through. But this, I would use in replacement of this on the days that I use this. This you would put on a cotton pad as well, and you would just sweep it across your skin. You don't want to rub it, you just want to sweep it. And it'll remove dead skin. This is a great skin prep. This is what you would want to do like before makeup prep, because it'll sweep away all that dead skin to really help you get a nice smooth base. This is your second step. So this would be after cleansing and before the rest of your skincare. So before eye cream, before serum, before moisturizer, before sunscreen, you would do this. So this is what I mean. Whereas like Clinique doesn't have a toner, they have clarifying lotion. And then that's where the yellow lotion, the dramatically different stuff that I showed you earlier, that's where it's gonna really balance out your skin and strengthen it and all that. But you love clarifying lotion, and they make these in 4. Actually, it's technically 5. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they have a 1.0. And the 1.0 is the one that's made without the alcohol, so that would really help people with sensitive skin. And then just based off skin type, 1 is very dry, 2 is dry combo, 3 is oily combo, and 4 is super oily. So I love me my clarifying lotion. And I put it everywhere. I use it everywhere. That's probably why I go through so many bottles. Okay, got some more makeup here for you. This is the Wet n Wild Loose Setting Powder. This was the pink one. This is a pretty new product. That's when I saw it at Walmart, I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen this before. And Wet n Wild is super inexpensive, so the packaging too is so cute. I liked this. I liked it a lot. I mean, I used the whole thing. I would purchase this again for sure. I think it's in the shade soft pink is what it's called. But it just kind of helps, you know, blur your skin a little bit, set the makeup, helps brighten. Just inexpensive makeup that you can use. The first ingredient is cornstarch. It's kind of crazy. Cornstarch. Is that like normal? I don't know. But this is the Wet n Wild powder. I feel like every time I buy a loose powder, I try something different. So I think I was into like the pink ones for a while, but I think I want to try more of a either translucent or a brightening one next time I purchase one. I mean, I know the pinks are supposed to be brightening, but sometimes they're just like too pink, you know what I mean? Okay, let's do a hand lower. Let's do a lotion. And this bottle looks kind of gross. I'm very sorry, but this is the Hemp's Blushing Grapefruit and Raspberry Cream Body Lotion. And this is just like what I would use after the shower, just to keep my skin nice and soft. And it's from Empties. And they make sure to let you know it's THC free. Could you imagine if they just had like THC flowing through these products? People like don't understand though that like the plant itself, it does so much. It's not just about smoking it. Like hemp in general does so much, and there's so many things that you can make out of hemp. But this helps replenish and lock in moisture. It helps enhance the natural protective barrier, and it's not greasy, and it's fast absorbing with up to 48 hours of hydration, vegan, gluten-free, paraben-free, cruelty-free, so that's cool. I like Hems. I've used Hems a couple times. I actually have another scent in my drawer right now that I'll use after I finish the body cream that I have open now, but yeah, they've gotten me a couple times with their scents. And you know, at my old job, like we always had like them opened, and so I would just constantly moisturize my hands with them, and so that's why I ended up buying this scent, because I really liked it. And it's surprising because I'm not really even big on grapefruit, but I didn't really think it smelled like grapefruit too much. I think I picked up more on the raspberry scent. Hems. Getting rid of this. Well, it's empty. I'm not getting rid of it. It's empty. There's nothing left in it. This is a coconut oil dry shampoo by Oleology. It's supposed to refresh, cleanse without water, and paraben free. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not the biggest fan of dry shampoo in the first place. I have a hard time with it, and I think it's because I'm not properly using it. I think I need a volumizing one too. But yeah, I just wanted to finish it up. Use it up. I mean, it smells good. Use it up and get rid of it. It was only $5 from Marshall. Also, don't know if I like the fact, is there actually, yeah, there is coconut oil in it. See, I don't really understand why we have coconut oil in it, because wouldn't that just like make it more oily? Let's read it. Refreshes and revives dull, lifeless hair in between washes by absorbing excess oil. This lightweight, virtually translucent spray rejuvenates hair for an easy to style, clean, and fresh look. I don't know. This wasn't my favorite, so I probably wouldn't buy this again. I really liked I think it's Batiste. They have a volumizing one. That one works really well. I need to buy that one. But I ended up buying an Amika one, and it smells really good. But I also noticed that it works best at night. Like before I go to bed, I'll spray my hair with it, and then, I don't know, overnight it just kind of helps revive it. So if you're going to use a dry shampoo, I'd recommend trying it at nighttime instead of like in the daytime. I say that, and then I still use it during the day. That being said, though, I have another one here. This one is from Batiste, and I didn't care for this one either. Like I said, I think I really need to get that volumizing one. I think that one really makes a lot of the difference. But this is just like a travel size one that I probably got in some sort of beauty bag. And they make so many different kinds. They have ones with like color to them, so you know you can color your roots, and they have all different types, different scents, and yeah. And you can find Batiste in a couple different places. I know you can get it at Ulta, that's for sure. So those are the dry shampoos that I have and I'm getting rid of and finished. I have 2 hairsprays. Actually, I'm out of hairspray, so I really need to get some hairspray, but this is a Not Your Mother's She's a Tease volumizing hairspray. It's infused with apple blossom and bamboo. I don't care for the scent of this, but when I would spray it on people, they were like, oh, that smells so good. Yeah. This is supposed to help with volume. I don't know if it really did. I feel like I have a problem with volume. Oh, this is hairspray. Why don't I think it was dry shampoo? I have no idea. And then I also have this big one from Tresemme, which this was supposed to be like the extra hold, the freeze hold. Number 5. It's supposed to be like the strongest hold. I do think it worked decently well. It was alright. But I feel like hairspray is one of those things too that you can just kind of like buy a different one all the time. This is supposed to like not dry out your hair though. I just love how like obnoxiously large it is. Like, why is it so big? It's safe for color treated hair, paraben free, and salon quality. I would not get this again. Like, it was okay. But like I said, I just feel like hairspray is one of those things where you can just like get different kinds. Tresemme, my mom used to use Tresemme shampoo and conditioner all the time. I mean, I'm sure she still does, but I just remember that being in my shower growing up. Hairspray. Okay, and then I have another take the day off, but this is the eyes, lips, and lashes version. So this is just like your regular like makeup remover. Put this on a cotton pad, and remove your makeup. This is like the best stuff. This is like the best makeup remover on the market, I swear. Like, it removes stuff so easily and it doesn't leave that oily residue. Now, let me tell you something. It's going to feel oily when you first use it. Of course it is. Of course it is. You want it to. But once it dries down, it's not oily anymore. And I've had so many ladies claim to me, this is oily, this is oily, this is oily. I'm like, yeah, it has to be oily. It has to be oily if you want the makeup to break down. But if you give it a minute and let it dry, it's no longer oily. And ladies, they're just impatient. They don't know how to wait. But yeah, I've been through a lot of bottles of these too, and half the time it's because it falls down my sink. But that's okay. I still have plenty of these to go around. For a while, I used the cleansing balm, the Take the Day Off cleansing balm that Clinique makes, and I've been using that for years and years and years and years and years. But they also have a cleansing oil, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to try this out. It's like the same idea. It's just an oil instead of a balm. And I will be honest, this lasted me a really long time. Like a really long time. And I like that it has just like a pump, and I could just pump it out as opposed to like scooping into the balm. I still like the balm, obviously, but I like this too. And I'm pretty sure it's deeper than the balm. It's a 6.7 ounce bottle. Just feel like this might not be as easy to find than the balm. But if you have a big counter by you that sells Clinique, you can probably find this. Yep, Take the Day Off cleansing oil. It's just so interesting that they also make so many different versions of the same product, you know what I mean? Okay, so this is it's a deodorant. It's a dry spray from Dove in Pink Rosa. And so this you just obviously put underneath your arms to help odor. And so since we're talking about deodorant, this is like my go-to deodorant. This is like what I buy. And I suffer from a condition called hidradenitis suppurativa, or HS for short. And so what that is like my sweat glands kind of get clogged with the hair follicles and all that stuff, and creates these nasty boils basically underneath my arms or anywhere where skin really rubs together. Luckily, I have pretty much gotten that under control and I don't have any active breakouts, knock on wood, in this moment in time. But yeah, I ended up basically just buying the clinical strength, specifically the gel one, the clear gel. I don't like the solid colors, just not solid colors, the solid formulas, because I feel like that blocks my hair follicles even though it's still clinical strength. I just always liked the clear ones better, and then you would just like, you know, turn this and it'll come up. I feel like they don't last as long as regular deodorant because of that reason, but I would rather not break out under my arms and still maintain my freshness all day. Like this will keep me fresh all day. And they do come in different scents too. I like the lavender one a lot, or I like the stress one too. Like lately, this week I've been doing a lot of stress sweating, and stress sweating is a different type of sweat and it smells not good. So this really helps with that as well. But like I said, since I've been kind of getting my HS under control, I've had so many of these random like spray deodorants. And oh, it smells so nice. And you know, I was like, let me just take my chance. I feel like every time I take a chance on a deodorant, it kind of backfires on me. But lately, with the ones that I've been using, they haven't been irritating me. So, yeah, I like the Dove ones. I have a couple different Dove ones. And they work nice. I have Degree. I think I have a Degree one right now, too. And that one works fine as well. So, I'm noticing that these don't bother me as much. I don't think I would ever go back to like a regular deodorant, like a solid one. I have so many other ones. I have a Kapari one, but it just doesn't last. And that's my problem with a lot of these deodorants, is they don't last. And then you end up smelling muggy. And I honestly don't really even get a lot of BO like that. But when I'm stressed, that's when it comes out. So it's like, I don't know. I don't like when something doesn't last long, you know? And I also like that it dries down fast. It doesn't leave like that wetness. Me and deodorant, we fight. And the last spray type thing I have is this one size setting spray. So this helps lock in your makeup. It's called On Till Dawn, which is such a cute name. And it's a mattifying waterproof setting spray, so it's like not supposed to move your makeup. And I do like it. My only thing is that, like, you can even see the residue on the top of the cap. Like, the cap is like broken, and so it like would either not spray or it would spray continuously, and I couldn't stop it. So, like, I felt like I wasn't getting anything on my face. Like, that's what it felt like. So, do I like it? Yes. But I wish the packaging wasn't so faulty. And I know I'm not the only one who's had this issue, because I saw somebody on TikTok have the same issue. And it's just like a waste. It's a waste of money. Like, these are expensive. These are like $30-something. Like, if I'm going to be spending that much money on a product, I want to be able to, I can get the full use out of it and not feel like half of it's going down into the air. You know what I mean? But I do really like the one size stuff. Other than that. And I like the packaging, and I like how everything's pink. I like pink. I finished this acetone nail polish remover the other day, and you know, is it just me? Does anybody else have this issue? I feel like I buy makeup or nail polish remover or acetone, and then like I go to use it and like half the bottle's empty, and I'm like, is it just evaporating? Like, is it spilling in my drawer and evaporating? Like, I don't understand why there's nothing in this bottle. Like, I don't understand, but whatever. This is just some acetone. And it's just from Walmart. It's nothing oh no, Up and Up. This is Target. Nothing special. You know, acetone is acetone to me. I'll probably buy it in any brand. But usually when I'm trying to buy nail polish remover, I don't want to spend too much money. So it's usually when I grab these type of things, and I like the shape of this bottle. I don't know why. Ooh, it's made in Mexico. I feel like you don't see that a lot. Removes glitter and gel polish. Wow. I feel like it was just okay. Let's do another mascara. So this is a Benefit mascara. This is the Fan Fest mascara. This is supposed to help fan out your lashes. So you can kind of see the brush. This reminds me of the Zero Gravity brush, which I also have over here. I don't think this is a tubing mascara, but I do like this mascara a lot because it didn't transfer on me. I have a lot of problems with mascara coming up here on my brow bone. And this one didn't really do that. I like a lot of the Benefit mascaras, actually. I think my favorite's Bad Gal Bang, and I like Bad Gal Bang a lot. But the black one does transfer up here on me. I really like the plum one, so I use that one a lot. But I like this one too. I would get this one again. I would. I like a lot of Benefits products in general. I also have their Real Magnet from Benefit. This is just like a travel size. I don't really care for this one. That's what the brush looks like. I don't like the brush. I don't like when they're super thick like this. I like something that's gonna be a little thinner at the top, like at the top of the tip, like of the brush, like here. I would rather that to be thinner, and then it can kind of fan out as it gets further out. I just don't feel like it did much for me, so I wouldn't purchase this one. I mean, this was just like a sample, but sometimes I feel like I don't really ever like sample mascaras for whatever reason. Like, I think the big ones are like better, but some people love samples. So would FanFest, would not to their real. Another mascara I have here is from Maybelline. This is the Firework mascara. So this one is also a sample, and I actually really liked this one. But you can see how this brush is just a little different. It's a little thinner at the top, and I like what this is made out of. I seem to like the synthetic brushes. A lot of people don't. They like more of like the real hairs, but personally for me, for whatever reason, like these like plastic ones just work better for my eyes. I really like this mascara. I would buy this again. I probably will buy this again. Because it really just makes like naming it Firework was a really good name, because it really does just like fan the lashes out like a firework. And I love an effortless mascara. So Maybelline has a lot of mascara out there. So I would buy this one again. Also like the packaging of this one too. Okay, I have two more mascaras here. So this is the Clinique Zero Gravity Mascara. This was the one I was telling you that was kind of similar to the Fan Fest based on how the brush looks. And I feel like there's still a little product left in this one, but it just seems to be a little too drying at this point. So I just decided to get rid of it, but I really like the Zero Gravity Mascara. These are also tubing. And so this really does help move the lashes up. Like, I love the shape of this brush. Like, this brush is like, I like when a brush does that, personally, for mascara. Because I can really get in there and coat the lash. But what I like about this one compared to like the Squirrel Lash one, which I really do love still, it's a tubing mascara, but it's also like not as hard to scrub off like the squirrel lash one. Like this one kind of crumbles off really easy. But all in all, I think I generally would choose the squirrel lash one over this one. But still, this is one of my favorites that Clinique makes. And then the other favorite that they make is the Hi-Fi. This is their newest, and the packaging is so cool. I love the packaging of this. This is a fiber mascara, so this mascara has little hairs. I don't know if you can kind of tell, but it's got little fibers on them. This is actually what I was wearing today. And I love the shape of this brush too. So you see how I mean? How it's like thinner at the top and then it gets thicker. This is like such an effortless mascara to me. I feel like I just have to coat my lashes and they look good. Like I don't have to work at it too much. I've been through like 3 bottles of this already. And I ended up finding one in my drawer the other day, which I didn't think I had. And I found it and I was like, oh my god, thank god. Because I'm like, my mascara, I'm like getting rid of all my good mascaras. So like, I really don't have a lot of mascara that I like in my drawer right now. So when I found it, I was so happy. But yeah, these are definitely my favorite mascaras from Clinique. Definitely like these the best. Zero Gravity and then Hi-Fi. Next I have this e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. And so you guys probably know of the regular gripping primer. This is kind of similar to that, except this is for more like a dewy finish. I don't even know why I like this one, but I just like this one. It's limited edition though. They don't always have these out. They kind of bring it back every once in a while. And I feel like you can see here too, there's still definitely product in there, but it's hard to get it all out. I have to have this on today as well. Just some days I don't feel like mattifying primer, so this is what I'll go for instead of that. And I have repurchased this like 2 or 3 times, so I do like it. It matches my nails. I have another skincare item here. This is the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to Brighten and Depuff. It was okay. I think I actually accidentally, I don't know how, but I ended up spilling some of this out by accident, which is like really upsetting. But Origins, like, I don't dislike Origins. I just felt like I never really had a full Origins routine, so I never really have experienced their skincare, I think, to its maximal potential. But I have used their like Checks and Balances, Frothing Face Wash. I've used their Apple Youthtopia moisturizer. Apparently the serum is really nice. I think if I had the serum and the moisturizer together, I think I would like it a lot more than when I was using these products just on their own. Like that's another thing about skincare is like I really think it's important to use the same line in your entire regimen. It really does make a difference. But this is supposed to help brighten and depuff. I also don't think that's an issue that I have. But sometimes I just get free product from my job and like I want to try something new other than just like the same Clinique stuff that you see I have so much of. But yeah, I'm more of a hydrating eye cream type girly or lifting nowadays. I don't really have a problem with dark under eye circles or puffiness under my eyes. So I think that's why a lot of times I don't tend to like these type of eye creams. So I used one from Estee Lauder that's supposed to help brighten, and it like tore up my eye, which is so crazy because it's a gel, but it did not sit well with me. I don't think Estee Lauder eye creams do well on my skin. And we have a couple more things here. I have some fragrance. So these are 2 of the Sabrina Carpenter Sweet Tooth. Is that what they're called? Yeah, Sweet Tooth fragrances. This is the strawberry scented one, as well as the Caramel Dream. I think it's strawberry, right? Don't say strawberry. I think this is like the original. Oh, it smells so good though. I love that. I really like this one a lot too. And then I also have the cherry one. The cherry one's not my favorite, so that's why I still have that one compared to these two. But I did just get like the cute little individual chocolate bar ones for Christmas. So like they're still like little, but they're more than this. I like them. Do I think they are like the most amazing fragrance in the world? No, but they are nice and they're inexpensive. You know, they're like, I think like a full bottle is like $55 or something like that, which is not bad at all considering fragrances go for like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So they're like, you know, your cute little pop star fragrance, you know. I got my One Direction ones, I got my Justin Bieber ones, I got my Billie Eilish one. You know, Ariana Grande makes a bunch. Even Sarah Jessica Parker has fragrances. So many people have fragrances, though. Rihanna, right? Rihanna has fragrance. Does she have fragrance? Actually, I don't think Rihanna has fragrance, which is crazy. But I know that, like, she wears this fragrance that everybody apparently says the Rihanna smells so good. I forget what it was. Beyonce. Beyonce has fragrance. I have a Beyonce fragrance, actually. I have the Beyonce Heat, which a coworker gave to me. She said, like, I guess some customer gave it to her, and she's like, "Do you want this?" I was like, "Okay." It smells pretty okay. I still have it. I've had it for years, though. Okay. This is my Milani eyeshadow primer, and you know this is old because the packaging doesn't even look like this anymore. But the packaging only changed within like the last year, so it's really not that old. But they last you a long, long time. But this is like my favorite eyeshadow primer. It literally like keeps my eyeshadow on all day. And all I do is put a little bit on, wait 30 seconds, and then I do like to set it with a powder just to really make sure it keeps it in place. But Milani is a great drugstore brand. If you're ever looking to just try some new drugstore product, definitely check out Milani. They have great stuff. I used to use their foundation all the time. I would love to use it again. I actually really want to try their concealer. Next time I buy concealer, it's going to be the Milani one. They have blush, they have everything. So Milani's a great, great brand to check out. I have this LA Colors Auto Lip Liner. This is in the shade Magical. And she just kind of is at her last licks. But it's a pretty shade. And I bought this in like a set of like 5 during the holidays like 2 years ago. And I really, really like them. I ended up getting like 2 sets of them. I grab for them all the time. Like they're really, really nice. I wish I could buy them individually, but I don't know if they necessarily make the shades like this anymore. I don't know. LA Colors is another brand though that like they surprise you and they have like some good stuff every once in a while. These nails are actually LA Colors and they've been on for like a week. My only thing is they weren't like, I have my nail sizes like written down so I don't have to go and measure every single time, and these nail sizes did not match up to like normal nail sizes. That was the only thing about these that I didn't like. Also that my cherries came off, which is weird. Like I don't know why it came off of this nail and not this nail. Okay, and then I have some eyebrow pencils. So this is from Benefit. This is the Goof Proof brow pencil, and I'm gonna be honest, I've had this one for so long. Like I finished so many pencils before I finished this one, and the reason is because it was just too dark for me. This was in the shade 5, which is like their darkest shade, and I could have used a 4 or a 4.5. But this is like a little bit of a thicker pencil part, and then it has your brush on the end as well. And also I kind of prefer the thinner brushes, but I've had this one for a very long time. And they make so many brow products too. Benefit is a really good place to go for brows. And then the other one I have is from Morphe, and I did like this one a lot. This one's in chocolate mousse. Yeah. Same idea. It's got your spoolie on one end, and this one is just thinner compared to the Goof Proof. It's a thinner pencil, which I prefer because I already have thick brows, so I don't really need a thick pencil. But I got that Goof Proof one. Like when I'm telling you guys, that one's so old. Like I've had it for so long. I can't believe it was like, it lasted that long. Like, it's incredible how long it lasted. But, yeah, I feel like I go through brow pencils like a lot. And this was just one that I had tried before the one I have now. And I do really like this one a lot, actually. So this one's from Morphe. And so, you know, Morphe's an inexpensive brand as well. If you want to try a new brow pencil. Or I really like the L'Oreal ones, the stylist, the brow stylist definer. I've used that one so many times for years and years and years. Sometimes you can find them in the 2-packs. Those are the best. And then the last thing I have here, it's not finished, but it's old, and I really don't pull for it, and I don't feel comfortable putting it on anybody, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. This is a Pro Conceal and Correct palette from MAC, and you see it just has 6 shades in there, and it just doesn't look great. Like, it looks kind of gross, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Unfortunately, you know, I definitely could have gotten a lot more use out of this, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. But yeah, guys, that is all that I have in my empties. Took me longer than I thought it was going to take me. I don't really know how long I've been going for, but yeah, let me know what else you guys want to see. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, if you're interested in seeing the stuff that I use or not. I wanted to try to do this thing called Project Pan this year. So any sort of like makeup product that I finish, I'm just going to hold on to, and then at the end of the year I can see what I've finished and what I haven't finished. So I might have to find myself a big box. But you know, I'm the type of person that I want to finish the products. I want to make sure that I get the use out of it. I don't really like to open things until I finish what I'm using. Even if I don't like it, like, I just want it to go instead of being wasteful. Like, I don't like throwing things out like this, but you know, you also have to protect yourself and like others if you're putting makeup on others. So, but yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you have a great day, night, morning, wherever it is that you are, and I hope you stick around, and I'll see you in the next one.